Yasam wakwa be ma ba Adom TV so exactly 1 a.m. On the dot nyasem ketwa kra obi say for the past 3 days and then the maintenance was said is
they be ojina
me gina but adwuma ni sie ntie nyanwie but the omni say the long awaited press briefing na yenyina hwe ni mu no electoral commission finally omaba na utima mejen mensa and it was obvious say delays in hitches ni ade beba 24-hour a time of declaration na man feel say too ambitious of a time say all the 24 hours be declare o my muni nyina abato na asema wo me ate asese say ni say out of 16 regions no the electoral commission enye move 14 on ma certify e move 7 ayeka say o mu eguso latest by ochna enya no pakra na within the day no ene no se don ko aboyi betumi akwa akudu se bia e bo no nwotwe no nkron no ndu na omo ensa ka bibia and what take time I take you through the process just to debunk the assertion and allegations say if you person must kill your man na say omo reggae election and kan and quite clear Emma. I don't know what you make of a press conference in it.
I think it was good. I mean, over the period, no, say BB war electoral commission we that commitment to transparency into Brano no. They respond to issues as and when they happen. You know, into baby, also more proactive. Any information, they do it. It's not a perfect commission, but I think on that score, say uko mo Facebook page, you would see that edge consistently to update in the
up to the minute information.
The citizen must know series into every now and then on their press conference, media briefing, and all of that, which adds up to whole transparency at the end project. I think on that score there you would want to commend this particular commission and introduce BB a for the another layer of verification of results into Osha from polling stations, all the results after set at the polling station level, announce the result na we edia posti wa mobia as per Supreme Court ruling na transfer bibia dia ba constituency coalition center ono mu wi a EC official on be declare parliamentary
even at the polling station, political parties, representatives,
would sign the print sheet.
Copies.
Absolutely.
Before constituency coalition center. Political parties, reps. As they would sign. Now, electoral office and they declare the one who wins the parliamentary at the coalition center. Now, transfer presidential results to the regional office by fax and email and send a hard copy in there are 3 fax, email. Now the hard copy for the region to certify the result at the regional level so fax na email na hard copy it will not be certified into omunya miensa nyina compare hu se bibia then they certify they say Ashanti regional 47 constituencies ni nyina ebeba regional
coalition center then they certify na omode regional result for the presidential omokani nyina bom we are no omode aba
also reps of the political parties
at the regional coalition center
almost be certified before say
be national international no unlike before at the national strong room, as you mind the national coalition center, now budget result from 275 constituencies, but it's your money in the at the national level, budget result from 16 regions into omoje fax machines 16. Fax machine could be dedicated to one region. Into I don't know what say omunsa ke move 14. Amaka 2. Omo say 2 ni beba
2 near northeast.
That be 2
near northern region
and east. Yeah, no more train. Because there were issues in some constituencies. Ama omuntimi enya regional results. And once that comes in, and because of our new introduction, it was expected say a bit me one. Ama process now more transparent.
Sure.
But I'm also on the downside. Because what it means is say polling station results could be delayed. ebe affect constituency coalition center
affect region
affect region na affect national and I think any delay but by and large, you know, before says I can 2 per day, we can wait. The 24-hour target, and I say a target because it's good. Say we'll go into such a project, you would have target. And this is the first time I see Emma that specific target. So within 24 hours. And no interest say 24 hours. No, I don't think so. Because a woman who targeter and no bow, so you know what you are working towards. And I think that's what we've seen in this particular election.
All right.
Omaka say plus or minus by anopay the final results will be there.
Say if indeed this press conference was able to as it were address the concerns by the NDC allegations in by and remember na yenyan to wase abiebi enumon but before then Mami Jenmensa Meyeti says almost 14 regions.
Yes.
Out of 14, almost certified 7. And truly, there were copies of SAS 7 now almost certified. Apart from say, there were pink sheets across the country, certified results across the country. Yeah, collation. So I mean, yeah, projections. 7 now, I become almost 7 regions. Saying it here, offer northeast. And another Danko Kufuado in 122,742. John Dramani Mahama, Enya 112,306. Christian Kwabena Andrews, Enya 952. Ivor Kwabena Green Street, Enya 292. Ekwadon Konya 324. Henry Herbert Lati, Enya 198. Asana Yarga, Enya 376. Percival Kofi Apalu, Enya 505. David Asibi, Anyi Denaba, Apesra, Enya 579. Bridget Akosia Jogbenuku enya 205. Enya Nana Kunedu Ajma Rollins enya 322. And last but not the least, Alfred Kwame Asiedu Kanya 322. 80 Ufri Ayen of Easter Oko Upper West and also certified by the Electoral Commission. And so results no they must certify any na say North East no a MPP any winning a region no Oko a Upper West so say netie Nana Danko Kufuado MPP enya 121,230. John Dramani Mahama NDC enya 238,972. Christian Kwabena Andrews enya 2,240. Ivor Kwabena Green Street enya 640. Ekwadonko 360. Henry Herbert Latte enya 354. Asana Yarga 487. Percival Kofi Apalu 742. Ena afe David Apesra enya 2,794. Bright Akosia Jogbenuku nya 328. Nana Kunedu Ajma Rollins 406. Ena Alfred Kwame Asiedu Walker nya 1,094. Ye free wa na ye na Upper West no John Dramani Mahama ne winning Upper West region. So far no 2 na yaka no 1-1 for both leading candidates no. Ye free Upper West ane yaba half region. Half region Nana Danko Kufuado enya 145,584. John Dramani Mahama enya 116,485. Christian Kwabena Andrews enya 1,493. Ivor Kwabena Green Street 194. Ekwadonko enya 49. Henry Latte enya 51. Asana Yarga 150. Kofi Apalu 113. Afe David Apesra 82. Bridget Akosia Jogbenuku 52. Nana Kunedu Ajma Rollins 135 and Alfred Kwame Asiedu Walker 103. Inti half region so no Nana Danko Kufuado MPP ena iwini ye. Voter region Nana Danko Kufuado enya 100,000 481 ena John Dramani Mahama enya 606,508. Christian Kwabena Andrews enya 4,679. Ivor Kwabena Green Street enya 705. Ekwadonko enya 180. Henry Herbert Latte enya 158. Asana Yarga enya 406. Percival Kofi Apalu enya 237. David Apesra enya 220. Bridget Akosia Jogbenuku 314. And Nana Kunedu Ajma Rollins enya 617. Asiedu Kwame Walker Alfred enya 442. Enti in the voter region is the NDC and enya into na just say so far 4 na makano 2-2. Bono region Nana Danko Akufo-Addo enya 292,604. John Dramani Mahama enya 203,329. Christian Kwabena Andrews enya 4,514. Ivor Kwabena Green Street enya 338 votes. 338 votes. Kwadonkonya 165 votes. Henry Latinya 132. Asanayaga 255. Percival Kofi Apalu 216. David Apesra 209. Bridget Akosia Jobwenuku 214. Nana Kunedo Ajima Rollins 235. Alfred Esiedu Walker 374. We so NPP Nana Danko Akufo-Addo ne wini Bono region inti akwakoye 3-2 out of 5 out of 7 no Nana do ewo mu 3 and John Dramani Mahama ewo mu 2. Yenko Uti region Nana Danko Akufo-Addo enya 103,865. John Dramani Mahama enya 181,021. Christian Kwabena Andrews enya 2,559. Ivor Kwabena Green Street enya 265. Ekwadonko 200. Henry Herbert Latte enya 97. Asanyarega 195. Kofi Apalu 228. David Apesra 371. Bridget Akosia Jobwenuku 240. And Nana Kunedo Ajima Rollins 263. Alfred Kwame Esiedu Walker enya 282. And also Uti region NDC John Dramani Mahama ne wini inti ababeye 3-3. Afe yanko Central region Nana Danko Akufo-Addo enya 613,804. 613,804. John Dramani Mahama enya 538,829. Christian Kwabena Andrews 15,160. Quite impressive. 15,160. Ivor Kwabena Green Street nya 1,117. Ekwadonkonya 478. Henry Latte 361. Asan Ayariga enya 468. Percival Kofi Apalu 586. David Apesra enya 323. Bridget Akosia Jobwenuku 1,042. Nana Kunedo Ajima Rollins enya 467. Alfred Kwame Walker enya 804. Into Central region so Echo Edman Nana Danko Akufo-Addo out of 7 na abano. MPP and the presidential candidate Nana Danko Akufo-Addo enyam 4 and NDC John Dramani Mahama and so enyam 3.
Two issues for me from first 7-year ECR certified regional results. No, 2 issues. One, the impact of the new regions are being equity. 2, the impact of the running mate of the leading candidate.
Sure.
Into Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. So I started with new regions now. You could see, say, the newly created Oti region. The NPP lost the region in terms of the popular vote, but they made huge gains.
Sure.
Into Omunya about 30% of the popular vote in the Oti region, which is really huge for them. A stronghold of the NDC, but they ate into NDC strongholds. Omu gains kakra in that particular region. That's for Oti. Osha Volta and Soa, and only a new region. But the NDC made the MPP made some good gains in there, including winning a seat there for the first time.
Sure.
Osha newly created regions up north, northeast region. NPP winning
northeast yet.
You know, which is a newly created region. Into the effect in the Osha Oti, omo make gains northeast, omo winning. Savannah thereby would see how a Honso popular vote and afi say western north so by you be how a hokoi but so ba ahafo yabo ahafo right
Debbie ahafo
my okay good
ahafo
okay
ahafo MPP winning and bono so
good into bono a newly created region.
Sure.
NPP ewini ahafo newly created region NPP
it will come koye old bron ahafo
na
MPP ewini
MPP
but mekai say you receive nketia ball press conference me say they've captured the old bron ahafo okabo mu
okay
I can say they've captured central but yes figures here dia bay that's not correct.
That's not the point. In the newly created regions, no, the ruling party, making gains in the newly created region. I think the message said the Anamu Penny Ayamamo really worked for them. Now, if you want about the impact of the two running mates of the leading political parties. And the Jane Nano Pokwajaman Efri, the central region of Ghana. And she was brought on the ticket to continue a tradition via NDC, a from Ko Nkansa Aka through to JEA Mills to your friend is saying the late Parkwesi Bekwemi Satha and Oma continue with Nana Jane Opokwajman. One region and then running mate slot for the NDC over the years, at least in the fourth Republican dispensation. But when to me and deliver the region, I'm at the NDC. Of course, omutimi appreciating the number of seats no. But would you attribute seats no winning, to the candidature of Jane Nano Pokwajaman? Because I'm thinking, say, she was on the ticket to deliver the presidential for her party. Yeah. And no end to me, yes, the difference is very close. But Nanado still won the central region. Unlike Baumia, who delivered Northeast, which is the home region, presidential and parliamentary, who delivered for his party. The Baumia effect really did magic for the NPP than Jane Nana Pokwajaman.
And it's not even for Onono Northeast or other parts of the 5 northern regions now. You could clearly see making impact on Samira kwa mukoshe hono mutum say dwuma ye no pay off
from the 7 certified regional results, I think for me, they're standing out, Mami, in the 1 year, the impact of the newly created regions and the impact of the running mate, at least from this 7. Yeah, train 7 now, they are yet to certify. And I feel 2, that's northern and Bunu Easter, and what's urban. Then we can see the holistic picture of the entire country.
All right, Obi, yebenya to was here, say after so much now. About to come in declaration here, but yen other political parties me can about 10 political parties here omo eka ye MPP ni NDC hu obeka say really no omo is serious to win political power and ye show omo performance over the years. We be to say Kobina Green Street the second time oba obi to say Bridget Jogbenuku I nim senka PPP or running mate PPP I'm making some foundation be and also creating some foundation be and come build the upon, but Gum from nowhere entered the race and gradually what you say or share resource in the voter region Gum was able to get about 4,679 4,679.
Wow.
And small.
That's massive. And
come here say a kati across. We ahafu. Unya 1,493. In Upper West, unya 2,240. In Northeast, anshedan kuyama no krano 952.
But me who say you be ani akika the votes ni nyina bomwa. And shall Obenya more votes than what Indum got in 2016. In 2016, we say Indum was the third force in 2016.
Sure.
And this year, Gumna Abba, but I think he is getting some very impressive figures into a movie Kikabuma, and where is something for political scientists to look into. Now, Omashe, Nyomaben or right to get, is it the fact say or yes software into following? Is it the fact say or one TV station into or you should disseminate information and the TV station and so it's on the multi-TV decoder he cut across the whole Ghana. In or you should our platform ni it me the pushing the message across and this are affected by and now say I think it's something would have to get into.
Now the Ofato also said the principles of Kwame Nkrumah or the Beye Juma and come old videos. That's all Barber Revive in the old factories. Those messages and principles, ideologies, any idea I wasn't CPP as a party.
It's interesting.
It means propagating, but almost me and yes, I to perfection. Ama a negum from nowhere befa Sanyamano. I ride and pa or dear beating Kumanaka Sankasa party.
Yeah, and I think beyond that, Osho say. Now we are resourceful because apart from NDC and NPP, open candidate na or visibility pa move to everywhere in the country.
Posters.
The posters, baby. Into that visibility was there.
Printing press.
That visibility was there. And in politics and in political marketing, no, play key role.
Sure.
You have to be in the faces of people. Nipanifa baby, poster, picture. And I think, oh yes, I didn't to perfection. And maybe not sorry, so branches across the country. No, only poster no or ba program na ba kukra no. Inti obiema ne policies ni nyina wa capture bibia wo poster.
There's a poster ne manifesto.
Ne poster ne manifesto in the bibia intro de ba.
And then some printy bebre.
Because now we say yeah presidential debates no. Or the poster by into the policies ni nyina wa capture ne simple straight to the point on poster into nya biemu a bibia e wo so. I think on also the style and no bagum launched the campaign with Independence Square, and it was good. And within the period, ultimately, Colonel Brigadier General Mensa to his camp. You know, into there's a colossus in our politics. And they also man some level of credibility. And if it's a Sadiana or and Medicare say a bear day say what's na you can hazard guesses any other, but political scientists. And I think this is something I was say universities no it's a phenomenon be say APR. They should take it, study it, research into it. Na yen emaya adisua enna ho emma echirima eba. So okay, once upon a time there was Sofuchira Busumbia Obaye. From nowhere, Otimi Pulu is some very interesting Nyomabe no ye political marketing wise, Nyomabe no ye political strategy wise. Now Manfonsu intimi hu and I think he's pulled some very, very impressive numbers.
All right, Ugusu tie Adom 106.3, Asempa 94.7, and na Isha 104.5. Ugusu our election headquarters. You see, tie nya just want to say, the last ballot is counted. Na fe ye declare na ya swear in. The president of the republic no enya dia ye the results ni nyina be koso e the amount wo hwe projections ye ene de ye hwe di musaba be kan na fe election na yakole ankasa no ni nyina processes no eguso ba electoral commission a she bo se ene obe declare kan se ene Wednesday.
Yeah.
Who say about 20 days in the craft
Charlie. Wednesday, in the 9th December.
9th December. Then happy belated birthday to the former president John Ejekum Kufuor. Papa, associate no birthday nke ya for yeniso.
But now one other thing on smaller political parties, if it's going forward, no, I was say electoral commission and so a frontal in how or implemented the political parties act to the latter because a clear Niome was a parties to be recognized as political parties in our country, active political parties, amongst other things. No, I was say winner officers in every district in our country. You should be represented. So we NPP and NDC, all the other political parties fall foul of that law.
Even NPP and NDC cry, baby, we all on party office now.
I say in the office, what
you say below standard.
In the office, at least say a diner one, but once a remove computer, see or war printer, those are the requirements. At least the office should be properly set up. Fax machine, fax or access to internet, we'll check your mail. And once those things are there, you qualify. But I think I will say easy, you know, strong. Because people go into this and they be more your own business, and that's how come. And also, a breeding cophobia or monsomu business. This is how per signatures. Their fellow form, I am so no for form who would go around the country and make sure say a fail. And that's result a man for the similar signatures or one form for easy enough to disqualify him.
Yeah.
And easy was bold in disqualifying in Kofobi for infractions on the nomination form there. They should go a step further and make sure say their political parties act na eka say yenya no monye enya no nkwa parties in United should have to submit or audited account and on yaka aka yemfa enye adwuma audited account they be ho mo de beba no na yi na kra in review no etwam you know into east and strict na o mo mfa sa anyoma no enye adwuma parties na nkasa so hu say Political Parties Act, they can almost source of funding. Say, and what's a foreign entity be a sponsor any political party in Ghana? omu this one also omu ni so say ba say omu your account audited account now do they hide those information and I say omu presented the my electoral committee yemfa yemra no enye adwuma say ye the mra no ye adwuma will not have 12 political parties emu 3 pen na show seriousness they are kenin nyina no clearly there is no form of seriousness.
All right, enti ma yenhwe EC press conference no ebiem na issues the NDC from Enra ahomache I say about 24 hours ago almost started erase about rigging ne nneoma bi omfo say enkoye ne ho keka omfo say that press conference we settle sa say obi adwen ne ntanta say obi suru say be wia no say obi feel say anhwa bi be si ne ho keka ho no for say press conference address.
Yeah, I think NDC biggest fear and they say the delay in getting the results to the National Coalition Center and our regional coalition centers. Omufi say and no was setting the stage for manipulation of the numbers.
But is it not NDC ankasa sokrana mami be can say be use to 24 hours some can say any possible because electoral processes in nyama bebre wom.
And I think yes, I mean for political parties anything to push their viewpoint, no, they would put it out. But I think by and large, our biggest fear and as apprehension, I know more want to say votes, no, from the coalition centers at the constituency to regional and national, they delayed into almost suspect to say ABR and only create avenue for people to manipulate the results. And what the EC sought to do with press conference when they say why the delay. Just to allay fears ubia ewo. And I think by and large, and for me, in summer, Jean Mensaka eneno, enye bibi ayente that the processes now have been explained over and over again. But on the day of the election, they did a different ball game. I think for opposition parties and all of that, some of these apprehensions, for them, they found it. Say, omo put your point across and share na bibi afa wona say I am not surprised but a yense is never out na e brano no what is the information flow no e katia you give room for rumors
and panic button
now we can we of course yes panic button but when you've also heard genuinely say some constituencies in some e wo ho ne ade any hu Techiman South itututu ne ade ebemu pinten kakra ebemu nti reasonably itimi arouses the yehuye from the NDC side and identity the Americans say is na so maba out ababe chirechim pam no twa no say anopei na omutimi the final result eba betu dwa ejebe na eja enya babedu no bia wa weni enye ho no there are processes in the law to contest the result in court. Fortunately, Supreme Court abase election petition be about done in within 42 days, which is a huge improvement of what we saw in the year 2013.
All right. Na yenim say Ghana Mampedana Danko Akufo-Addo ebe address press because onomo ye set up the arrangement bia ma ye correspondent Elton John Brobeho but entimi ama so say within that time na your former president so address president it was like enhwe kwakoye banter we aka we su kwakoka ye hu de na eko off na me inside me I think say it was good say omampani ama my kasa mpo because den season na ewom no say na tension no rise no so ba be kan BBC say kimwa na eko
and the difficulty is say or be kasa or kasa as candidate Akufo-Addo and our president Akufo-Addo and there's always a thin line because you're a candidate and interest in election and me free say it was good say at that time no ma kujo upon kroma a press conference to state the government's position na etimi aboa if there is a party position the party national executives are there to also state it inti yes at that point in time President Amfa Nehwama Meji, because mind you, he's also the commander-in-chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, and there were allegations against some members of the military, say Omono Airbois, the ruling party, to change result, which was a really, really wild allegation. But government ababe respond they asked to say no NDC budget man or money into no me feel say nyame Adom and pay that's the EC declare final results now then all these things will become a thing of the past. That is if say obia ejitum na obia anya na dwen so be challenge results now.
Election headquarters you start activity ye strong room ye collation ye machines fixe ye software ne ho keka ho no but impressively no you say political parties also adopted from 2012 after 2012 election petition na NPP decided say no this time around what's it called all out technologically ne just vigilance femu transmitting of results no ne ho keka ho and who say ade omo in 2016 ne bo omo NDC so like almost sue bibia fi side ma this time almost so activity almost strong room ne ho keka ho sa niam ya your political parties no epic no plus be ni wom na force ye maintain a enye no so na eya ma parties for say no menya me resource nti no me force me no mawini.
No, but I think we're as a country we're late in the day because it happens everywhere in the world. I mean in the US Osha Democrats equity or more strong room, Republicans air the same thing, they can all project, you know, and based on that, you know, Ubia Enim, who is winning more electoral college vote, who is winning more popular vote. The parties in the US know. In the but I think the election petition in 2013 was a rude awakening for parties. Who said, then you slack into investment, no, almost started channel echo because you need to collate the results to at least follow. Fortunately, no, Supreme Court ruling by said pink sheet should be given to every party agent. Be more at every polling station and no open up the process. It is how electoral commission officer. Now, we underhand dealings being poor. There is some bit of a sunlight. I expose it into ma obi ansanka pink sheet nibi. So a pink sheet at every polling station in the country. Now it's serious political party. You should be able to put the figures together and know where the election is going because pink sheet be at the polling station, no presidential there was so parliamentary there was into betimi akikabum no wehu. And I think and only investment are not only the political party, even media houses aye. You know, and then Osha you can see a clear improvement. For us here at the multimedia group election headquarters, the investment was huge in technology, in software acquisition to make sure say your coverage will be top notch. And other media houses and so for me example on our side, we expect to say political parties also will do same. And fortunately, one major criticism against the NDC in 2016 they say quality or more internal results. It's an allegation that they vehemently rejected. But this year, and I've seen pictures of their strong room, who screens there is some bit of seriousness in collating or more results. A process, a transparency, because I don't expect figures ever vary too much. If in this, more quality based on pink sheet. How
come say ward reps or various polling stations to collation centers at the constituency at the region, but you be collation will be a different figure.
No, but I think say political parties will say the actual figure of what's happening and no more data.
It's
a mind game. I mean, you need to engage in the mind game because you are representing an army of supporters. I was also manage expectations. I was also manage tempers. I was say, oh yeah, and you remember say, Kokwani the Hokai, say he put out a comfortable lead statement, to manage tempers. It is sometimes you need to engage in mind games because political parties because I had the same pink sheet and I walk a boom. It cannot be. Say obi maybe ebia in who coalition unya u vote initial vote remember if you strongholds. I don't know okay kabo me a certain picture. Obi nso de if in strongholds remember first. Okay kabo mo initially remember a certain picture. But eventually when all the polling stations come in, you should be on the same page with the Electoral Commission if indeed Semunyina will go by the same pink sheet. I believe the political parties know, but sometimes Ayane was managing the bebre.
And Central Force on Yahuna Mane. Obi a chichere nso bo a na mo nsentwerefo yere se dun ketia kra kan se mo na ye yusu mu de ase adane ankrofo adwen se de
numbers no figures.
Yes, and kojo pon kroma so honorable nso so address ono so bo so centwerefo mo nso ade no munim no kre no
a occupational hazard. I mean
how have we fared, especially in ye but your contribution towards a free and fair election, transparent election. What shall I say now?
No, I think it's been solid. It's been solid since media getting involved apart from the year 2000 when the multimedia group led the way about election coalition. Any idea?
Okay, what?
Yeah, me too about.
And I'm a casa one.
Now what do you mean?
O mediani. Me kwasante mampone koto enti mabrepa.
You know, I think media play a significant role. The ama are interesting CCR with information dissemination prior the advent of social media. Inti endeno easy. It's a traditional media na nyempa. There is social media. Electoral Commission were a very vibrant social media space. All the political parties have social media accounts. Inti putting information, access to information is very easy. And for us in the traditional media space, no, we had to also leverage social media platforms. Ebeka yen try. It is here the on Facebook, on YouTube, and ono Emma yen kwa me reach wider, or audiences. And the me say ni nyina no etimi aboa transparency because eneno we don't expect say multimedia figures are yenya. We don't expect say a different from the East the Baba Trigger because the same pink sheet and yenina quality results from ninina eboa transparency ninina eboa openness ninina eboa fairness in the system because obia any den etua mubi and intina be brainer analyst be aka say it's really difficult to rig elections in our country now. Of course political parties be catch us say rigging no enye on the day of election and kwa. It started from registration, it started from exhibition, and all of that. Ninina processes as will be personal regular, obit me aye free sa. But I think generally the media play a very critical role in ensuring say transparency in aye peno a bit to me aye juma. All
right, Adom TV swinye na OTA live Adom FM 106.3 Insura 104.5. And Asempana 4.7. Well, election headquarters. Exactly 38 minutes inside one. Adichiemu ena yewoyi yeshwe ni musabato komisana beba na afi wabetuna numu tuo na obi o hye ene enkomudie akoso womo a ye eje omo se omo ntinsi abonte omo bitimi age omo ani ukobantema declaration official declaration bi amai but amamfo street is so I shall say a jubility. And other parts of the country, the reports NDC for me soon per the on General Secretary Johnson said in Ketiakan, almost age your money.
Yeah. I mean, it's to be expected. I mean, you were fanatical supporters of political parties. Our mono or more executives EKBB and the echo and said they can parties in make your projections based on coalition almost the NPP feels they've won. On my press conference, STTs are positioned clearly. They've won the presidential, they've won the parliamentary. That's according to them. And this is so free say based on results in terms of parliamentary results, there is no way they will not win the presidential. Almost what catch almost supporters that they can jubilate. And we should expect some of these things until say Electoral Commission would come out and said and EC boss Nekai said they will not only settle the presidential, but they would also settle the debate on why Nenya majority in parliament. And I think that would be a fantastic thing to do. Now put it to rest all this back and forth that political parties may engage in.
All right. Nyame adomwa sabato komisano eba na obe declare abato no ewie pe yen kontabu ayebu ne de migidi ye se ohwe de no a wan kasa o ke kan yamabu hu ba bia abato no ebetimi akọ na menim se obi ebrepa mu behwe na wasi figures ne so ebiem de ama amanfo a but ye wo presidential candidate makomako edumienu nyina onmu nyina profile ai behwe se ye bebo de ama me pese quickly no me bowra ensema odi betu dwanem na ye ma amanfo hunu as we speak said ye enioma esi etie sisi a meka say out of a year 275 constituencies no yenya emu makomako 258 na saa de yenyen omampani na nadanko akufado enyemu 6,245,281 6,245,281 representing 51.32%. Ena Ghana mampani edada John Dramani Mahama enso enyemu 5,753,514 and also represent 47.28%. Others no 169,815 representing 1.40%. See I can say Nanado Danko Akufo-Addo elidi John Dramani Mahama 491,767 votes.
Yeah. That's from the 258 constituencies.
Yes.
Yes, strong room. So
17 remaining constituencies. And the tabulate ye who say 17 no. Number of registered voters or meet Matuabano. 1.25 million. 1.25 million. So share trend. A fee. Voting percentage no and voter turnout now 80%. It's no kekabo mu anye bibi kura no ye wo about 980,000 votes at stake. 980,000 votes at stake
from 17 constituencies.
Yes, it's another benya 50+1 na was say ono etimi enya about 337,887. See ka say there say yemfa kan ho mpo a wakroso 50+1 mark ne dada but for purposes of technicalities any mathematics na afi omo ba ku ya ba ya mokaka ho mo ba ku bia ya mokaka
statistics and arithmetic.
Yes, arithmetic na mpesa me kan na de statistics ne ne ka de enti no ya say sa 17 constituencies no wanya kra no oka wo vote na bomu na be say 980,000 na also nyambe 337,000
to cross the
887 and na John Dramani Mahama so out of 980,000 also onya 829,654
and some watimi across 50+1
enye asemketwa
maybe compare na nado
and per constituencies na aka no enye ni nyina na ye NDC stronghold and even in regions in constituencies ye perceive say onmo ye NDC stronghold no kra no the ruling party making votes onmo enya votes kakra wo ho eti per the way it's looking quite difficult. It's looking quite difficult, but because it's possible. It's possible, but it's looking quite difficult for John Dramani Mahama.
Easy for Nana to get the 330 saying
337,887.
It's easy for him to get that than it is for Mahama to get the 890 saying 896,000. Right?
Yes. It's anording 829,654. It's
possible for all of them to get it, but could the adding
sure. Ne ye ka say possibility no ho so mu nyina no ebetimi awini but said ye omu hia no na nado hia just 337,887 enye just mu because okay can eye constituency bi mu betimi ya be 10 but your constituency bi also aka 2 pe mu a sa number no na eye omapenda da Mahama so be hia 829,654 obi ye be gina we so na ya hwe apija yemu esan se asempa asako aba e de asempa eba say and I know was it Sunday metronyo say chu boy yay ejumane no
you think we are joking?
No, we are not joking. Definitely we cannot joke because election headquarters be anyway dey agro command beba if we headquarters say betie any bibia if headquarters even decisions are taken at the headquarters it headquarters ano ye da enye yi say me ka say bi chen krom mo kra na what can say but still now ye gina na so na ye ko ba bia ye hwe say ye be sa strong room ho what you say akokeka ne ma bo mu na finally no ye did the calling of election no aba but asempa ba no obetena se ono no unse ya na open history open information about a nipa that's a need, profile no or your profile and any idea in area, the catch biano or the Ebeka home na and the answer a camera ball one in Anka tea sooner than them said entity in camp. And you want to see me, Obiti, I'm up for Ugusuti Adom 106.3 now tea as a 94.7. You go so ever at Yemu. Yes, say you be brumu akopem sabato komesa no ebeba na afi wo ba be kire say asemesi na so bentin but ye be bia tie de yehu yanim ten nana sample for jeni bodi en
me need your say bonso.
All right, Asempa is up next. Yedamasi.